everyone, I welcome you to this video. So this video is going to be a continuation of our fill in the blanks of the first video, right? So we already saw how to prepare and how the question pattern is going to be. Now we are going to see the question types. So what are the concepts that you need to cover when you're preparing for this particular topic, and how are the questions going to come? So this is what we will be seeing in our second and third video, right? So let's continue now. So first, what are the areas that you need to focus on when it comes to your fill in the blanks? Yes. So first is your sentence tone. So you remember, we need to know the sentence tone, right? So what are the different types of sentence tones? Yes. So you have positive tone, negative tones, okay, interrogative tones, yes. Then we have exclamation, that is which deals with your emotion, yes, and a general statement tone. Yes, so sometimes you give it like a request or command oriented tone. Okay, so there are different kind of tones, so we have to understand what are the tone of the particular sentence, so that gives you an overall idea or the theme of the sentence. Yes, now the next one is your prepositions. Okay, so prepositions is a topic among your parts of speech. Yes, so you need to focus on your prepositions. All right, so as we go further in this video, let's see what are prepositions and how the questions are being asked from this particular topic. Yes, next is your articles, yeah, then verb, adverb, even verb is very important, conjunctions, tenses, and general questions may also come, but these are the high priority topics. In addition to this, like I already told you, you need to be strong with all the 8 parts of speech. Okay, now like I told you, the sentence tone, right? So the sentence tone, I have given it in detail. So the first thing is affirmative, so affirmative or the positive tone. Okay, so you can see that it's given, I am a strong person. Yes, I am a loving person. Okay, I am intelligent, or he is intelligent, she is intelligent. Yes, simple sentences which gives a positive connotation. So those are affirmative sentences and it has a positive tone, right? Next is negative, a contradictory tone, right? I am not a strong person, or he is not a strong person. Generally this not, okay, gives you a contradiction. Yes, so these are negative questions. So the sentence type may differ. It can be like a question, okay, or it can be a simple sentence, but whatever it is, the feel, the tone will be negative. Third, interrogative, when you question something. Okay, so am I a strong person? Is he a strong person? Is she a strong person? See how many ways you question. Yes, whether you question the first person, second person, or third person, the type of the sentence tone remains the same, which is the interrogative tone. Yes, next is the degree of comparison. In the previous video itself, I did clarify you with the degrees of comparison, right? So positive, comparative, and superlative. So you can see that here we have used strong, stronger, and strongest. So can you see 3 types of comparison? So I am as strong as him. Okay, so he is not stronger than me. So this is a negative comparison. You can also say I am stronger than my friend. So can you see? You can also say it in a positive tone as well. I am the strongest of everyone. So here you see you are comparing yourself with all the others. So this is a superlative degree of comparison. Okay, so we have to see a lot of, when you're preparing, you can take a lot of words and you can see the degree of comparison. Yes, for example, like strong, we can have another word. We saw fast. Yes, we can take the word clear, clearer, clearest. Yes, pure, purer, purest. Yes. So these are few examples for degrees of comparison. You can take a list of words and you can try doing it under the degree of comparison. So that will definitely increase your vocabulary strength. Also your your knowledge in this particular topic will also improve. Alright. Next, the voice, active or passive voice. So you can see Brutus stabbed Caesar, active. Okay. The subject and the predicate is direct. Next, Caesar was stabbed by Brutus. So you just take it on the opposite side and you say what happened to the remaining part of the sentence. Yes, so this is how your active and passive voice. For example, cat drank the milk. Okay, now what you do, the object, you're taking the object. The milk was drunk by the cat. So there is a change with your subject and predicate on the whole. Okay, so this is one example. Next, he wrote the letter. Now what you do, you take the object or the complement. The letter was written by him. Yes, so this is the active voice and this is the passive voice. So you need to know the voice of the sentence also. So with that, let's move on to the first question. Yes, so this newspaper has dash circulations than any other morning newspaper. So you have to understand the sentence. Yes, you understand the tone of the sentence and you find out how it is being compared. So this newspaper has dash circulations than any other. So this could be a positive word, yeah, or this could be a negative word also, right? Because we cannot judge, we cannot conclude that it would be only a positive word or a negative word. So this could be. So with that understanding, let's reread our sentence. So this newspaper has dash circulations than any other. So they are comparing it. So a comparative degree is being used. Okay, and remember, whenever we choose our words, we need to be very sure as to what is the tone, and any word that we choose should not alter the logical meaning of the sentence. Okay, so with that understanding, let's move to our options. So we have great, few, less, bigger. So even though we do not know which words can fit in here, this newspaper has great circulations. Yes, so if you use the word great here, okay, if you use the word great here, it is a positive degree of comparison. So how should the sentence be? It should be, this newspaper has great circulations, full stop. It should end there. So similar with the word few, this newspaper has few circulations. It should end there. This newspaper has less circulations. It should end there, because see, when you take the degrees of comparison for great, it is great, greater, greatest. Similarly, it is few, fewer, fewest, less, lesser. You cannot say lessest, this is least. So these are some exceptions. Okay, so we need to get ourselves familiar with these kind of words also. Next, bigger. So big, bigger, biggest. So like we read the sentence and we had a clue than, which is comparative. So these are the words that could be the right possibility in this sentence. So great, we have greater, fewer, lesser, bigger. So now which is the right option from this? Bigger, which is in the comparative degree form. Hence, this newspaper has greater circulations than any other morning newspapers. Okay, so this is what the entire sentence is trying to say. With that note, let's move on to the next question. Why waste time in this dash occupation? So what tone is this? It is in the interrogative tone. So can you see it's in the interrogative tone? And what is the sentence? Any words or clues that's telling if it's positive and negative? Why waste time? So waste time is something that gives you a negative feel, a negative connotation. So we have to go check out for words that will have a same flow of meaning, okay, of feeling. So why waste time in this worthy? So worthy is a positive word. Interesting is again positive. Growing is again positive. Fruitless is again negative, okay. So now looking at the options. So why waste time in this worthy occupation? No, this is not possible. In a worthy occupation, it's not that you will waste time, right? If it's worthy, it means that you're investing time. So this cannot be the right option. Same, interesting, it cannot be the right option. Growing, no. So fruitless, okay, fruitful, fruitless. So fruitful means, yes, it is a positive word. It is very important. It is useful. So fruitful is something useful. So fruitless is useless. So that is what they're trying to say. Why waste time in this useless occupation, which is nothing but your fruitless occupation, and hence your option D is the right answer for this particular question. So with that, your third question. He was dash and therefore met with a bad accident. Okay. So what is the sentence telling you? There we have a word therefore. Okay. So therefore are what kind of words? Yes. So if you see, if you look at our video ordering of sentences, we spoke about transition words, right? So in transition words, therefore gives you a support meaning. Okay. It provides support throughout the entire sentence. So he was dash and therefore met with a bad accident. So if you see, your second half of this sentence has a negative connotation. Okay, it has a negative connotation, right? So we have to look for a word that will have the same tone throughout the sentence. So with that understanding, now let's move on to the options that we have. He was driving and therefore, okay, so he drove and therefore he met with a bad accident. But we do not know whether it was, because he drove that he met. Even if he had gone by walk, he would have met with an accident. We do not know, right? So this could be an option. So he was fast and therefore met with a bad accident. Okay, it could be. He was unlucky. Okay. So he was negligent. Oh my God. So 4 options are also right. So in this case, what do we do? So we have to look for the logical approach. Yes. So whichever you feel it is not, you're not sure, you have to start eliminating. So he was driving. We do not know if he was driving or not driving. Yes. So he was fast. Still we do not know if he was fast or slow, or maybe the opposite person was, he was wrong. We do not know. So this is also not sure of. He was unlucky. Yes. Bad accident. And unlucky is a negative word. Yes. And he was negligent. We do not know. Maybe he concentrated really well and the accident could have happened. So which is actually fitting there? Yes, he was unlucky. Yes. And therefore he met with a bad accident. So logical. This is why we say that you have to look for the logical flow of the entire context. Okay. Great. So with that, let's move on to the next type. Okay, your prepositions. Like I told you, prepositions are very important. Like few topics I suggested, prepositions are very important. So we need to pay attention to this topic. All right. So in prepositions, what are the things that we need to know? First, there I've given you a sentence. There is a cow in the field. So first, what is a preposition? So you can have there is a cow, right? See, there is a cow. One sentence. There is a field. Second sentence. So how are you relating this sentence to the second one? Okay. So there is a cow and a field. If you give there is a cow and a field, this is also right. Yes. But and becomes a conjunction. Okay. But look at this sentence that we've got. There is a cow in the field. Okay. So it is relating the first sentence to the second sentence. Yes. It's providing a relation between the things. Okay. Here in this case. So hence we are using a preposition. So this is type 1. Second, he is fond of tea. He is fond, there is tea, but he is fond of tea, which shows the relation between the attribute expressed. Say fond is an attribute, yes? So it's showing the attribute that is expressed. So that is type 2. So of is your preposition here. Third, the cat jumped off the chair. So relation between the action. Here if you see, this is a prepositional phrase itself. Jumped off is a prepositional phrase. So what's a phrase when 2 or more words are put together? It's a phrase. So jump off becomes a prepositional phrase. Yes? So relation between the actions. Yes, so these are the 3 types in prepositions which we need to concentrate on. Sometimes your preposition is what you need to fill in the blank. So you need to know like what preposition will rightly suit in that particular place. So in the types of preposition, you have simple preposition 1 like at, by, from, in, off, on, out, through, till, to, up, with, and etc. There are so many words, okay. For example, he will reach at 9 a.m. okay. So it specifies time, but he will reach by 9 a.m. So which means that by 9 o'clock he will reach there, okay. So it talks about time. So he will reach at 9 a.m. from the office, okay. From where? It's talking about the place, okay. So he will reach in time, okay, or he will reach on time. Yes? Please cut that sentence which I told for in. So similarly, okay, so similarly we have different words. So we can start seeing how those words are being used in different sentences, right? Now second, so what compound prepositions do? They will join 2 or more words, okay. He is talking about the scenario. So you can see it is joining 2 different sentences, yes, and it's compounding them. So it's called as compound prepositions: above, across, along, beneath, beside, between, inside, outside, okay, under, underneath, within, etc. And few more words are also there. I've just given you as an example. Next, phrase preposition, like I already said: jumped off, walked off, according to, away from, along with, in front of. So these are all your prepositional phrases. Yes. Now they all, I've taken an example for this, okay. So they all ran after the farmer's wife, who dashed their tails with a carving knife. So who did something with a carving knife? So with a knife, what can we do? We can cut, right? So with that understanding, let's go to our options. Who mocked? Mocked is to make fun of. So this is not the right option. Dented is to give a bend sort of thing. So this is not possible. To cut off, yes. So with a knife, what you can do? You can cut off. Circumvent, yes. Circumvent is again to bring a shape of a circumference, a circle oriented. So this also cannot be a right option. So hence option C is your right answer. So you need to focus a lot on your prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases, right? Yes. Okay, so now with that note, let's move on to our next topic, okay? So what is our next topic? Our next topic is articles, alright? So articles, there are 2 types. Your first article type is indefinite article, and the second type is a definite article. So what is an indefinite article and what is a definite article, okay? Let me give you an example, alright? So he is a player. He is the So have a close watch at these 2 sentences. So he is a player. So it's being very generic, okay? So it's being generic to he is a player, his profession, yes? Or his occupation, you're just telling. But he is the cricket player of Team India. So you're being very specific, okay? So when you're being very specific, it is your definite article, okay? And when you're being non-specific, it is your indefinite article. Okay, so that is the entire difference. Now let's take another example. Okay, it is an apple. Okay, so you see, it is an apple. On a general, it is an apple. You're just telling. But it is the apple from Shimla. You're being specific from where did you get that apple. Okay. So the is your definite article and a or an is your indefinite article. So for that, I'm giving you a few more examples. So let's see. Your indefinite article, a doctor, an umbrella, etc. So he is a doctor. He is the doctor in SNH hospital. Okay, so you're being specific as to where he is working as a doctor, right? Next, definite article example, the rose, the Himalayas, etc. Okay, so you need to know how you need to fill in the blanks when it comes to your articles as well. Next, so who is dash girl sitting there? Who is a girl sitting there? Who is an girl sitting there? Who is the girl sitting there, right? So an is not possible because mostly you see an comes for your vowels A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So whenever a word starts with a vowel or the sound starts with a vowel, you use an. See, for example, an apple, an aeroplane, an award, an egg. Yes. So an honor. See, you say an honor. The reason is H is silent here. So when your first word is silent, but still the sound starts with the vowels, you use an. Okay. So here an is not possible. So let's eliminate it. You have a and the left out. So who is a girl sitting there? So you saw the girl, right? So you have to be specific. So who is the girl sitting there is your right option. Next, English is dash language of people in England. Okay, so here it is being specific. Okay, so English is dash language. We do not know what language. Yes, so it has to be non-specific. So English is a language of people in the England. So look for it. The a no and the no. English is a language of people in an England, no. So an England we do not say, because what happens when you're being specific with the name of countries, we are very specific, right? So we use the, right? So it becomes English is a language of people in the England, right? Next. What is our next topic? Adverb. Okay, so what is an adverb? It modifies the meaning of a verb, adjective or another adverb itself. Okay, so can you see Rama runs? Runs is a verb here. So Rama runs how? Yes, quickly. So quickly is your adverb. So usually quick is a verb. So you add ly which becomes quickly, which is an adverb. Then this is a very sweet mango. Here it's the degree. So how sweet is it? Very sweet. Okay. Next, Govind reads quite clearly. To what extent does he read? Quite clearly. Yes. So this is an adverb with respect to the extent. Okay. Yes. So with that, let's move on to our example with reference to your adverb. The news is dash good to be true. Okay. So you have TWO2. Okay. So number no. The news is too good to be true. So to is to what? It is to the extent. Okay. Good to be true, which is your preposition. So can you see? Yes. So too good to be true is your right option. So what's next? It's your conjunctions. So word which joins together sentences or words. When I told you about prepositions itself, I was telling you about conjunctions also. Yes. So words that help you join two words or sentences. In that, some of the important conjunction types alone, let's see. So your first type is coordinating conjunctions. Okay. So coordinating conjunctions, you have different types in that. Add, when it adds or supports, you use and. Contrast, it will give you a contradictory meaning from the first half and the second half of the sentence or the word. Choice, either or, neither nor. Infer, for, therefore, when you infer. Okay, so these are coordinating conjunctions. Next, subordinating conjunctions are when it gives you, when it specifies time, like before, till, since, after. When it has a cause or reason, because, as, since. So these are similar to your transition words, right? The transition words you can refer to our video that we saw in the ordering of sentences. Yes? Next, purpose. It indicates a purpose. Result. It shows consequences, conditions. The words like if and unless. Concession. You did, although. Yes, though you did this, I am still happy with you. So comparison, we saw a few sentences with respect to that. Yes? Next, so he arrived after the meeting was, yes, so it's over, something is done and then he is arrived. So we have to look out for words that will give you similar meanings. So he arrived after the meeting was happening. No, happening is present, so it cannot. So after the meeting was reviewed, no. Raised, no. So he arrived after the meeting was adjourned. Okay, adjourned is postponed. So far we have seen few topics that are very important when it comes to the preparation of our fill in the blanks, right? So hope this video helped you. So let's end our video here, and the next video we will be continuing our topics with relevance to the fill in the blanks topic itself. Thank you so much.